Welcome back to Tom's Garage. Today. Tired already. Pow. It's a Bolens riding lawnmower. Bum, bum, bum. He said this thing's been sitting for a while, pretty good while. Here. He ain't run it in a long time. I got the battery on the charger. And this thing is crusty. Crusty. I had to take the air hose and blow the carburetor off just so I can see it. But I noticed, look at that fuel filter. Man, that thing ain't even, it's not even on there. That ain't good. Of course, the fuel tank is completely empty and dry, probably because it's leaking like a sieve right there. Yep. Well, no air filter. No air filter. That ain't good. At least it's got that good Warborough style carburetor. It ain't got no Nicky carburetor on it. Let's see if this thing will fire. I've already checked the oil. The oil's kind of low. And it's black, but it'll run. Get it warm and I'll drain it. Ooh, look at that spooky little spider right there. Spooky spider. That's just a skeleton of a spider. Anyway, well, this pollen is getting to me. Wow. Okay, we'll see if it's gonna, we'll see if it'll fire up. Well, at least it turns over. Well, we know it'll run. I bet you I'm gonna have to replace that carburetor. I bet that thing is nasty on the inside. Look at the outside of it. Good Lord. At least we know it runs. So let's go through this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the shroud engine cover. Get this carburetor off. Get rid of all this. And we'll check the state of the carburetor. Hang with. Well, we know it's already missing a shoulder bolt that goes there. So, yeah, these Bolens MTD tractors, you can't just pull the hood off. It's bolted here and it's got 4 bolts holding it there, and you got to take this off. I'm gonna try to do it without having to take all that off. I can't even get my impact in there. Ugh. Then we'll go around to this side over here. I like that custom gas tank strap. Whatever works for you. See if we can find another bolt. For the other side, I'm sure I've got one somewhere. Ooh, hot smoke there. Okay, I believe this one has a screw in there that screws this to the intake manifold. So what we're going to have to do, I know that's just full of stuff. Let me lower the table a little bit so I can get my eyeballs in there and see if there's a screw. Well, there should be, but it's missing. I can tell it's missing because this is supposed to be pulled up tight to it. We'll see if we can find that screw too. Somebody's been monkeying with this thing. Ow. Get rid of that. Yeah, it's supposed to be a screw right in there. Supposed to, well, maybe not. Not on this one. Boy, look at that O-ring right there. Yeah, that thing's trashed. Well, this thing here was just sucking dirt from everywhere. From every angle. I like to put a little bit of grease around that. Just take some on your finger and just put a little bit of grease, and that cover will just pop right on. Somebody tried to force it on and ruined the O-ring. So now we got to come up with that. All right, let me raise it back up. Boy, look at that O-ring. Goodness gracious. Boy, this thing is Christy. Yep, that O-ring here's bad too. Man. Goes there. This thing is in all kinds of need of love. That's all right, we're going to give it some love. Give it some love. Give it some loving. Well, look at there. It's not even tight. Golly. Somebody has been monkeying with this thing. Go ahead and unplug that solenoid first. There. Well, look how nasty. Look at the nastiness on the inside of that carburetor where it's been sucking dirt. Sucking dirt, sucking dirt. Phew. All right, let's go right here and pull this carburetor apart and see. Do you think we can get icky? Get licky. Golly. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say she gets a new carburetor. Yeah. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Whew. Back together you go. Look at that O-ring too, it's gone. That bowl gasket. It wasn't even on there. One little piece of it left and that's it. Where's the rest of it? I wonder if this solenoid was even working. Let's find out. I'll be so surprised if this thing's working. I'll be so surprised. Turn the key on. Oh, look at there. Huh. Solenoid works. All right, let's go over here to the old parts bin, see if we can find us a carburetor. Yep, there's one right there. Ha, pow. Now I got to order some more. It's my last one. It's my last one. Pow. There it is. First thing I'd like to do is snip that off. Don't know why they put them on there. And one thing I do know about these aftermarket carburetors is when you put this on and tighten it, that choke will sometimes, see, it'll stick. So what I have to do on these is put this in my drill, a little deburr tool, and I have to open this up right in here. Otherwise that choke flap hangs right in here. All right, I'm gonna go over there and hit pause because I'm gonna have to find some gaskets, O-rings, the whole shebang here, boy. Y'all hang with just a second. Pow. We'll use this one. It's got the good O-ring in it. And pow. Got the O-ring goes here. I had to run to the hardware store and get this one. That's fine, that'll work good. And pow, gasket. And a gasket. And a pow, new carburetor. New carburetor. New carburetor. Put your gasket on there, got the carburetor on there. This original intake was missing the little valve that goes in there. But this one has the O-ring and it has the little valve we need. So it's working. Now let's see if this choke is going to catch. Yep. Get a flashlight and I'll show you what it's doing. The little choke flap gets hung right there. ever so slightly. So we're going to have to remedy that. It's hanging right in there. We'll fix that. Just right in there. That's all you need to do. Vent hose back on her, and she's not sticking anymore. Everything's good. Just pedal out of the way. All right, let's grab us a fuel filter. Let's see, do I want to put a regular filter or I'll just I think I'll just put a screen on there. If it ain't going to be too short, that's going to be too short. So we'll get a little bit longer push fuel line. A little bit longer. That's good. That's good. I always like to put a zip tie up through there. I always do that. Then I don't know why. That reminds me too, I gotta go fix my windscreen on my fence out there, boy. I tell you that. A couple of windy days we had. Broke all my zip ties that holds the windscreen on. Okay, so far so good. Okay. That's gonna go on the doohickey. Let's lower it down a little bit and get some fuel. Ooh, I'm getting low on gas again. That's all you get. You get a lot of good old honey. All right, let me put the dipstick back in it before you blow all over the ceiling. Looks like he's missing a few fins broke off. Oh yeah, I just noticed that. I just noticed he's missing some cooling fins on his flywheel. Okay, let's see what we got here, fellas. Choke. Oop. Set your parking brake, boy. It was surging like that real bad because I didn't give the bowl time to fill up properly and it was starving for fuel. I knew she had straightened out. All right, that's a good an air bolt. Now we'll, got the engine just a little bit warm. Now we'll drain and change the oil. And we got to find us another bolt for the shroud. I'm sure I got one over there in the bucket. Okay, let's get the oil draining. All right, while that oil's getting sucked out of there, I'm gonna hit pause and go dig through the little bolt bin and find another shoulder bolt. Pow. It's not a shoulder bolt, but it'll work all the same. It'll work good enough for this place. I'll tell you, it's too quiet around here this morning. I don't hear no birds or no police sirens or trains or airplanes or nothing. Too quiet. Can't even get the air compressor to kick on. Make sure it's on. Yep. It's turned on. Okay, let's see. Found my straw. Pow. I'm gonna squirt a little strike hold around here. Get that O-ring lubricated so it'll pop on there. Strike hold to the rescue, then. You gotta get your head down there and look, make sure that cooling tin goes in there right. See how that fits just so nicely? Slides right over. Slide right over. Still got that bent. Grab my flashlight so I can see. Looks good from over here. Okay. Now we'll put the bolts back in it. What to do? I'll put this one over here because it's easier to get to. I found the hole. Where is the hole? There it is. Okay, let me see if I can get my hand around here and put the front ones in. Whew. Okay, we'll go around here. Give that one a good tightening. All right. Now, while I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and put the Earl back in it. Put some Earl back in it. Got to use a funnel because they put this stupid bar there. That's all right. We'll stop right there and check it. Let it settle just for a minute while I get this spark plug out. If I can get my hands in there around that hood. Around that hood. Golly, the spark plug wasn't even tight. Still kind of warm. Don't look that bad, but I'll put a new one in it. I'll put a new one in it. Is this old? NGK RC 12YC. Hang on to it. That pipe's still kind of warm. was an airplane. I believe that's clicking on there very well. I think this boot's gotten pulled out a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's see what the oil level is. Almost on full. A little bit more. We'll stop right there. Let that settle while I reach up here and fish for an air filter. 698-369 is what I want. Wow, here we go. This thing right there, I tell you, it's warped. It's hard to squeeze the filter in. Yeah, we got it. It's all the way in. Alrighty, we'll go back around here and check the air oil filter. I'm gonna save that bag. I'll check the oil level one more time. One more time. Yeah, buddy, she's perfect. Perfect. I have made a mess of my table. Save that bag. I'll save all these bags for customer parts. Things I want to save. Okay. Oil change, new carburetor, spark plug, air filter, fuel filter. New piece of fuel line, put some fuel in it. She seems to run pretty good. I need to check this belt too. The belt's twisted. Let me lower the deck down and look at that belt. Got a big old stick in it. Yeah, that belt is twisted for some reason. Man, that's got to be the wrong belt. Wow. Let me engage it and see how tight it gets. Because he said when he engages it, it takes a minute to get going. I think it's just the wrong belt. Oh Lord, yeah, that's the wrong belt. That is the wrong belt, sir. Even engaged, this thing is floppy. Does it have the part number of the belt on the tag somewhere? Like it ought to. They usually put a tag on these things that's got the part numbers on it. I don't see it. Sometimes they'll put it back here. Nope. Nope. Tell you what, I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna pull this thing up on the parts breakdown and find out what that belt part number is. Hang with. Okay, what we'll do is go to Jack's Small Engines. I gotta verify I'm human. Parts look up for a MTD MTD. There it is. Oh, let's see, that model number is 13. Let's see, is there a... Let me look on that tag, see if there's a dash in there somewhere. Nope, no dashes. Let's see, 13 AM 76. AM 76. 2F. 2F. 765. Let's see, it gives us 3 different options of 2005, 2006, or 2007. Let's find out what this one is, see if it's got a date of manufacture. Oh, let's see. It is a 2007. Oh, boy. 2007. Search. And I want to know what the deck belt is. Deck assembly for a 38, and that's what this is. And the belt part number is... Let me write that down somewhere. That's a big old long number. It's a big long number. All right, we got a 95404062 belt. A universal belt is a 265226. All right, gooder than enough. I wonder if I can get lucky and have one on the nail. That's a 954044062. Well, I guess I'll have to get one odored. That's a Toro. What is that one? Oh. Nope, that's a Toro. Let's just take this one off, hang it on a nail, and just take a few of them down and just see if we can get lucky. Get lucky. Y'all hang loose. Alrighty, I had to order the belt. We'll pull these covers off and get this belt off here. Already got that cover pulled off. We'll go right around here there. Finish pulling this one off. All right. Ooh, this thing's crusty. See if I can get this off without having to loosen that pulley. Nope, I'm gonna have to loosen that pulley. I'm gonna have to loosen this pulley to... It's like a couple of 9/16, I believe. Yep, a couple of 9/16. I got a feeling it's gonna be tight. Nope, golly, that wasn't right. Shoot, yeah. Just got to make sure you get it tight when you go back on with it. Hooked on the feeling. I'm high on believing. See if we find any numbers or anything on this belt. I don't see nothing on it. The parts description said this was supposed to be a 77.5 inch by ½ inch belt. So let's measure it. Because I'm curious. Somebody may have just stuck this on there. I'll just pick a spot right there. Let's see, we'll just take and hold it right there. That's 76. It's about 76. Huh. Even engaged, this thing's got a lot of slack. So now I'm kind of curious as if the mechanism is not pivoting. You know what I'm gonna do? I gotta get under it, sharpen the blades anyway. It won't take just a minute. I'm gonna pull this deck off. Pull it off. Hang that belt right there for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this deck off so I can see what's going on with it. Well, I can't get your fingers under it. Urgh. Let's see, what do we have here? What do we have? Should have another one right here. Grab me a pair of pliers. I can't get my fingers on it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this deck off and get all that debris and everything out from under it. Get all that debris off the top of it. Let's see, that front needs to come off and the engagement cable needs to come off. Ow. Okay, last thing is the spring. I can get my hand in there. I'm not a big fan of sticking my hands in there. Right after he told me this thing's been sitting. Goes my back. Get that spring out of there. Hit right there. bar here out of the way and I can get that dang spring off. This thing's fighting tooth and nail. Yeah, there we go, we got you. That's where to hook that. Hey, we conquered. Move some of this stuff. We go all the way around the tractor just to move stuff off that table. Just battery charger out of the way. Got me sweating now. I gotta crawl up in the attic and get my big floor fan down. It is getting hot. It's already 81 degrees in here. It's barely afternoon. Whew. What a mess this thing is. My goodness. Man, I'm about to get I'm gonna have to clean this deck. This thing is just deep in crud. Seems to be operating okay though. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna clean this dang deck out in a little bit. Well, that ain't right. Somebody's made that. That's supposed to be hooked there. I wonder if that's the wrong spring. I knew somebody's been monkeying with it. They've been monkeying with it, boy. Yo, hang loose, I'm gonna clean it. Pow! New belt. New belt. Got the deck all cleaned off. Got it cleaned off. Now we'll tighten this pulley back up. All right. Put the covers back on. Good. Let me grab one more lock washer. That was missing this lock washer. All right. All right. I'm gonna pull this pin back out right here because so I can get that spring hooked back up right there. Let's see, I'll lay that right there. All right, let's drag this thing back over here to the mower. I got the blade sharpened too while I had the deck taken off over there. Alrighty, we'll get the deck put back on. Yeah, I'd say I got that blade kind of sharp. Move that out of the way a little bit. Whew. Well, I can't reach it over there now. Put this one on since I'm over here. Where'd it go? There it is. Woo! I think I may quit working on riding lawnmowers. They sure are wearing me out. I know what to do with the spring. So I stuck it right there. Feed that back through there. Feed that under there. Get your hand under there. There you go. Pull that through there like that. Alrighty. Now we'll come around here. Get that belt back on the crank pulley. Nice and tight. Nice and tightly. Now I got to get this back on the doohickey right there. Put your little clip back on there. Okay. Everything looks pretty good. I gotta get this front bar back on there. I think I should have done that first. Yeah, I should have done that first. I sure should have. It's all right. Yeah, I should have put that front bar on there first. Now I got to take these two back here loose again. No big deal. Okay. I just can't get my fingers on it. Whew. Okay, them two are hooked up, the springs hooked up, covers are on, blades are sharp, everything is. I got a feeling that's in the wrong hole. Let's walk back around here. I don't like that. I believe that's got to be in this hole. I believe. See, it's got that belt pinch right there. Here. Where's it at? There we go. Yeah, I like that a whole lot, much more gooder. Yeah. Let me bend it out just a little bit. I think it's rubbing. No, I just like to try to bend it a little bit. Pretty good. Feels good, looks good. I think it is good. Okay. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Oh God. Okay, let me air up these tires. These tires are kind of low. I don't know when last time we put air in them. It's missing a valve stem cap over there. That's my pet peeve. Yeah. Put about 15 in the front and at least 10 in the back. I don't want to get the back tires too pumped up because that's all your suspension. Big bouncing around. I'm sure they probably got a slow leak. Slow leak. I'm sure they probably do. Missing that cap too, yeah, that tells me these things have slow leaks in them. It probably has to add air every time you want to cut grass. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, boy, I tell you, this pollen, man, it's got my nose running. Ooh. Sun's out, we ain't had rain in a few days, and I bet that pollen count's awful high. That one's got Fix-A-Flat in it. I see it bubble. If somebody asked me to put a tube in a tire and they tell me it's got Fix-A-Flat in it, no way. I popped one loose the other day on the bench, man. About a gallon of that stuff come out, and it soaked me through my socks and all the workbench. I will not touch a tire if it's got Fix-A-Flat in it. Ain't messing up my shop. No way. All right. I forget what all we did now. Let's see. Let's recap what we did. New carburetor. He was missing his air filter. We changed the oil, fuel filter, carburetor, spark plug, sharpened his blades, new deck belt, pumped up his tires. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Well, that wraps this one up. Another one serviced up for the season. I love you, boys and girls. Thanks for watching another Tom Nubby video. Tell somebody I love them. I love you. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Be good.